feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find. Hello Sagittarius, this is a timeless reading for you. And your reading starts with the card Lack, followed by projection, reality, imagination, trauma, and win. And I feel like there is a huge turnaround in this reading, a very good one for you. It's ending with a win. Very nice. So this could be about a romantic relationship, a friendship, family situation, colleagues. It could be about any kind of relationship. It could also be about all these kind of relationships that you already know this kind of pattern that you have or that you are trapped in with constantly meeting the same personality type. With the Lack card, there could also be something about finances here that hasn't been going very well for you. That's probably gonna be healed soon. But also, or mainly, I've perceived the Lack card as catastrophizing, expecting the worst in all kind of situations, in all matters of life, financially expecting something terrible to happen, or I don't know, getting framed, like being innocent but someone imposing something onto you. We have the projection card. This is like imposing, projecting something onto someone when it's not really justified, and very sick people often do that, especially to innocent people. So there is something important here about that, and you might have seen this pattern in all kinds of relationships, in all areas of your life, at least a little bit. And it feels like maybe you have started to look at yourself in a different way, and you have started to see a very distorted image in the mirror, in the literal mirror, but also in your internal mirror, that you have started to believe some negative things about yourself because someone projected that onto you and very convincingly told you these terrible things about yourself. And this could be a trauma here from your childhood, that you were used to this type of person, and later when you grew up, or when you thought you grew up, you still meet, or you still are in this old kind of pattern again and again. And it's like poison coming into your mind. I feel like some of you might have been punishing yourself for what others did to you. And it could even go so far that when you look into the mirror, you don't even see yourself the way you are anymore. Also physically, like this kind of body dysmorphia or something like that here could even be going on. But this reading feels very positive, and we have reality here, and I feel like you might have been inwardly working on this kind of topic for years already. Maybe you have even tried therapy, but you know, sometimes we don't come to the final resolution, to the inner relief, and we still keep going back and forth. We still keep evaluating, overthinking, trying to balance things out. But I feel like you might soon reach the end of this process and see things in a realistic way. And then there will be a very clear boundary between you and other people in a healthy way. And it feels also like everything that is untrue, everything that is a lie, everything that is disfigured, like in these rooms where you have all these different mirrors, and all the mirrors, they twist and tear apart the true geometry or proportions of something or someone, and you see all the different distortions, and you somehow know they are all wrong, but there is not a single mirror in this room that is showing you the true reflection, but you will soon come out of this state, and then there will only be the truth left. With this imagination card, this is some kind of realization also about romantic things, I feel, but I feel like you already had this realization. It's just a deepening, understanding what you already understood on a even deeper level. And also there could be an old memory that you have repressed and haven't memorized since years or decades. It could be coming back and make you understand something of thought patterns or fantasy patterns that you still have right up to this moment. With the Wind card, oh, and I also feel like the projection, the imagination card also heavily relates to what I said earlier with the catastrophizing things. This kind of putting yourself under some imaginary stress, imagining the worst case scenarios everywhere you go, whatever you do, always being in this kind of fear and worry. There is a huge realization about that as well, and there is a win that is coming in externally. You know, I think often it is important that first internally we shift something in our perception, in our energy, and then it might change later on the external world as well. But sometimes I feel like if something was very unfair and if it's heavily abusive, it can be very helpful. Maybe something higher, something spiritual is giving you this experience of a win. It could be a big, it could be a small win, but whatever it is for you, it will be a clear sign, and it will make you trust in life and trust in something higher again, because it will come at the right time. And I feel like it's not a very small win. It's at least a little bit bigger, if not very big. It's a huge satisfaction and a very big confirmation for you that will help you to realize something here. And sometimes we can also experience an external shift first, and then it helps us to adapt inwardly. So not everything always have to be constantly a torture for us to make us understand something, to learn something. This could be a reward, really, from something higher here. Someone or something that is aware of your honesty with yourself and your hard inner work, your willingness to go through certain things and to learn your lessons. And maybe you haven't seen any positive change for a long time, and now it's time that you receive this win, this confirmation for you. That's very nice. At the bottom of the deck we have the Autumn card. It could be that there's something meaningful in autumn. It could be that you feel like something is slowly fading out, something is falling apart, because it is naturally dying. It doesn't have to be literally the season of autumn, but it could be. And it's not an abrupt death. It's not an unexpected death. It is something that feels very natural and normal. And there is a huge acceptance towards whatever it is that is fading out here. It is the circle of life. We have disillusionment. And this just speaks to me as a huge spiritual realization, also as some kind of relief that some kind of thought pattern is coming to an end due to this very huge understanding. But it could be that it is taking several weeks or months to play out. After you have been through this whole situation, there might be another huge disillusionment here. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.